I called the minister, but he is in a meeting that he cannot leave. So he asked the deputy to come and be here so that we take the report, that she can note down the issues and also respond to matters arising from the report. So the deputy is here. So let me pray that the deputy does this on his behalf.
Speaker, that does not find favor with us. We are totally opposed. We are opposed. Yes, the deputy minister is one of our own, but the minister, this is his budget. And I'm opposed, or we are opposed because of the reasons you premised your application with. He is in the meeting somewhere engaged, and the minister doesn't consider his budget as important as coming to engage with Parliament. We can't accept this. It's totally unacceptable. In any case, the transport minister is ready. If Works and Housing is not ready, transport minister is ready. And the minister knows the importance of his budget being passed. That is why he's here. Transport minister is here. Road minister is here. Why is the Works and Housing minister not here? She will go and find him. Your deputy can stand instead. Move out of the chamber. Call the minister. You think we are going to treat you with kid gloves? Go and bring your ministers. Go and bring your ministers. That will not be acceptable to us. What are you going to say? Find another reason.
He's going to beg you. He's going to beg you.
I don't know why my brother, the whip, the chief whip, my alter ego on the other side, likes to litigate this matter. My alter ego. No, my alter ego. Mr. Speaker, under Article 295 of the Constitution, 2951, a minister means a minister appointed under Article 78 or 256 of this Constitution. So, technically speaking, a deputy, in fact, that is why they are called deputy ministers. They deputize for the substantive. So, for purposes of these matters, the substantive is, the deputy is qualified enough within the meaning of the Constitution to step in for the boss and listen to the matters arise. So I'm pleading with my brother Frank that is his sister. That's your sister. Allow her to do her duty under law. So we do this.
We will share with you, but the reason you are signed,
yes,
for the minister's absence, for me was also not.
It's not as if I didn't speak with the minister. He is in such a situation that if he wants to abide his coming, then we may not be able to take the report at all. So that is why he detailed the deputy to come here, who will do the needful. My brother Frank, who will do the needful. I appreciate your cooperation, and the level at which you are cooperating with us is noted. So we'll do the needful.
Well.
So, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Frank Annoh Dompreh has agreed. So
I have not agreed. I have to consult my key makers. Let's finish with transport whilst we are consulting. We can go and take transport. Honorable Gisela is a friend. You see, let it go on the record. When it's difficult, we compromise. I hope when it matters, you also compromise for us. Honorable Gisela, Ofuasia Irebi, there's a very popular bridge at Ofuasia Irebi. Take notice. Okankwe Central, take notice. In Sawama Dreji Zongo, our drains.
Hey,
take notice.
Is that a condition?
And Speaker, your good stuff. Speaker, your good stuff. A number of bridges in the Speaker constituency. So, hesitantly, we will allow her to do it. But be brief. Please be brief.
Well. Honorable
On that
Deputy
note of
Minister,
hesitation, thank you.
You may do as the honors.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise to move that the motion number 3 on the addendum, order paper addendum, be moved today. Thank you.
There are two other people there. There are two papers. Which one are you referring? No. Do the right thing. Is it addendum 1 or addendum 2? Let's do the right thing. Refer to the addendum paper appropriately.
Honorable Frank Annoh Dompreh.
This is addendum 1. It's not even numbered. Then we have addendum 2.
Has only one.
Yes, Speaker, but she must reference them properly.
Mr. Speaker, now Annoh is bullying my deputy minister. You can't do that. She properly referenced, she said order paper addendum. She said order paper addendum. Addendum 2. That's her business is not addendum 2. The addendum is not numbered. This is order paper addendum. And you know the procedure. You just want to heckle my deputy minister unnecessarily. It's not needed. Affirmative action.
Yes, Honorable Deputy Minister, let's hear you.
Mr. Speaker, once again, whether you heckle me or not, Mr. Speaker, I rise to move that the motion numbered 3 on order paper addendum, please take note, will be moved today. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Who is the chairman of the committee? Yes, Honorable Vincent Obon.
Yeah, thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I second the motion. Your committee met yesterday as a joint committee, Minister of Works and Housing.
The chairman is an experienced man. Oh. So, Chairman, just a second and present the committee's report, please.
Oh, I know. Why? Honorable Speaker, I rise to second the motion. And in doing so, I would like the House to approve the sum of $1,460,906,354 Ghana cedis for 2026. And in doing so, I would like to make a comment, but I want the answer department to capture the entire report as having been captured, having been read. Mr. Speaker, we met yesterday, looking at the way the ministry 2025, the projects that they have initiated. We all know that flooding in Accra has been a very major challenge. And then issues on coastal protection has also been a challenge. But in 2025, we all know that phase 2 of the Blekuso Sea Defense Project commenced. And so far, your committee visited the site and contractor is doing well. And we are hopeful, looking at the $200 million that have been allocated in 2026 budget, we are hopeful that in 2026, even if they are unable to complete, the project would go on smoothly. We are also encouraged by the government's work on 10,000 affordable housing units across Greater Accra, Ashanti, Northern regions, and then the revised National Affordable Housing Program. We completed the redesign and completion of Sagleme Affordable Housing Project through a public-private partnership model. To promote inclusive access to rent-to-own scheme was expanded, benefiting over 3,500 low-middle income earners. In the area of sea defense projects, in addition, we all know that we still have Abuaze and other communities in central and then in Volta region that are also ongoing. We also expect that in 2026, rent assistance scheme, which is one major project that was initiated by the previous administration, there is a provision in this budget that is going to continue with that laudable project. And I believe that members are going to support the approval of this amount for the work of the ministry in 2026. Under the national sanitation, 24,000 household toilets were constructed, reducing open defecation in beneficiary districts by 12%. Ghana Water Company Limited produced over 351 gallons of water per day, and in going to 2026, I'm even very, very sure that with the allocation that has been made to the ministry, it is even going to be better in 2026. We are thinking about housing units in Accra. Honorable Speaker, the committee also believes sincerely that we have issues with accommodation for low-income earners. But in Greater Accra, we have a lot of structures, high-rise structures around that are unoccupied. And we recommended that in 2026, the ministry should ensure that most of these houses, through real estate auditing, should be able to capture most of these houses that are unoccupied so that we can make it available for people, Ghanaians, to rent some of these structures. With these few comments, I would like to recommend to the House that the House approves a sum of 1,460,906,354 Ghana cedis for 2026. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much. Can I listen to the ranking member? Could you all come to it, but let me listen to the ranking member first. Honorable Francis. Okay, Kojo, let's hear you.
Mr. Speaker, thank you for the opportunity. And thank you, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity. And I'd like to associate myself with the sentiments already expressed and to commend the ministry for the work that they are doing. Mr. Speaker, in particular, it is heartwarming to see that progress is being made in the housing sector. A number of major housing projects were commenced by the ministry, but because of financial constraints, progress was not as was expected. So we're happy to see that some allocations are being made. My prayer to the Ministry of Finance will be that they actually release not just what is on paper, but they actually release the allocation so that the ministry can actually go forward to implement this. Because, Mr. Speaker, in particular, when housing projects are being executed, it has a way of transforming communities, giving beneficiaries access to wealth creation, among others. And so we would like to support and encourage that actually the money be released. Except, Mr. Speaker, to speak to two specific things. The report on page 5, under paragraph 7.1, item 2, as it purports to list the achievements of the ministry, says, and I quote, as at the end of October 2025, the ministry, among others, achieved the following. 2, completed the redesign and completion of the Saglemi Affordable Housing Project through a public-private partnership model. Mr. Speaker, I don't think that that is accurate because that project has not been completed. Maybe the redesign has been completed, but the actual project itself has not been completed. This is a house of records, and it is important that the records reflect. Mr. Speaker, you would recall, and as the House will recall, I was Minister for Housing at the time. It was during that period that we worked out a public-private partnership to complete the project, because as will be recalled, there was requirement for about $100 million to finish that project because it lacked electricity, water, and a sewage system. And the weight on the Treasury to fund it was delaying it. And so we put together this public-private partnership, which was to ensure that the private entity will get funding on his own books and be able to complete it. So they may have proceeded to complete the redesign and made progress on it, but it has not been completed. And the House should not record that it has been completed. Especially, Mr. Speaker, when you go to page 9, where it records among the outlook for 2026, the fact that they expect to now complete the first phase of the Saglemi Affordable Housing Project by delivering a total of 8,000 units by the end of 2026. It will be recalled that the private developer, at the time we signed the PPP agreement, mentioned some 400 plus days to be used in completion. So it's important that that is corrected. A second matter I'd like to speak to, Mr. Speaker, is the district housing scheme. The district housing scheme, Mr. Speaker, again, was launched in 2024 during the period when I happened to be Minister for Housing. It is a very important intervention in the housing ecosystem because what it does is that it ensures that housing, affordable housing, housing of a certain level is made available in the districts. It creates jobs, it helps technology transfer, and it also ensures that even people who want to acquire assets in these districts can find these assets to acquire. It also will contribute to rural-urban migration because as more development takes place there, we expect that it will contribute to a reduction in the rural-urban migration. So, Mr. Speaker, it is a very important project. I am happy to see that allocations have been made to continue it. My prayer will be that it's not just, like they say in Nigeria, audio money, money on paper, but money will actually be released so that work will be done. Mr. Speaker, since I have the floor, if you permit me, I won't do any mischief. This is a House of Record. A comment was made earlier that $29 million was paid to a contractor for no work done in the previous debate. We did not intend to stop that approval from taking place, but it is very important that that record be corrected. $29 million was paid as part of the broader contract sum. The banks funding that project, the Savelugu to Waliwali project, because of the because of the entire debt restructuring program, suspended any further disbursement until such a time that the debt restructuring was complete. When it was completed, the contractor is back on site. So it is not correct that $29 million was paid, no work was done. Mr. Speaker, again, I beg of you, since I have the floor, the Minister for Roads mentioned that arrears was 60 billion Ghana cedis.
Minister, that one has been addressed.
No, it has not been addressed.
Honorable
Mr. Speaker, I beg your pardon,
Dr.
it is very important.
Addressed that one.
It has not been addressed. It has not been addressed. Because if you go into the budget that was submitted by the minister responsible for finance, Mr. Speaker, I crave your indulgence. This is a House of Record.
I allow you to just correct that one.
But the 60 billion is not correct. It's 47 billion, Mr. Speaker.
Kabilu address it. What's the minister himself?
But he should have corrected it, Mr. Speaker. Because people are carrying it home that there was arrears of 60 billion.
I think he addressed it and he himself took it on board. Speaker. So I think let's move on. Yes. Who else wants to comment on the? Yes, honorable member.
Mr. Speaker, thank you for the opportunity. I want to contribute on 3 areas. That is, the ministry will work on district housing scheme to decentralizing housing development and address national housing deficit by building affordable homes across the district. This is a major thing that the Ministry of Work and Housing is going to take on. Because most often when we hear about building of houses, it is always in the urban area. But with this project, it's going to decentralize and make sure that people within the rural area also get felt of it. For instance, when you go to Bolgatanga, getting to Pusugnamu, there was a land acquired just to do a district housing project. And I think with this project, it will make sure that all those rural areas and districts within the country can get some. And then when you go to item 4, the work on Akusombo's dam spillage resettlement program and aim at construction 2,250 decent housing units for Akusombo dam spillage. This is something that the nation has actually been calling for a long time. With the Akusombo dam spillage, I think a lot of people know what happened to this our nation, where a lot of people were left homeless. And with this thing capturing the budget to build over 2,000 houses within those communities, it's a laudable thing that I think we are bringing on to this development. So I therefore encourage that we should actually take it serious and approve it so that the ministry can carry on with its developmental projects. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much. Let me come to leadership. Yes, Honorable Annoh Dompreh.
Speaker, let me make a few comments to the motion moved. First of all, I think for a long time, we've lost out as a nation in paying needed attention. Correct me, Deputy Minister, if I'm wrong. The Water Resource Commission is supposed to be an agency under you. Yes, and we all know the relevance and the importance of this commission. Their interplay and relevance in the maintenance of our water bodies with their turbidity and yes. I'm not impressed so far. I mean, government that have come and gone. I'm not limiting myself to just you. And I see you taking copious note. What is the vision of your outfits in resourcing the Water Resource Commission? I recall this House put together an ad hoc committee to visit sites at the Volta River because of sun-winning activities in the Volta River. I don't want to talk about Galamsey because there is a relevance. Availability of raw water to be treated and distribution is a question mark that we need to start looking at. Water systems, and I see from your report, Damango is going to be a beneficiary, Yendi is going to be a beneficiary, 10 districts in the central region is going to be a beneficiary. I don't know what informed these choices that you have made. Eastern region is obviously missing. In Saoma Dreji, we are pleading, pay attention to some. We have the Densu River going through in Saoma Dreji. And so there is a good source of raw water that can be treated. It's an indictment, forgive me if it's a strong expression to use, that the whole of Eastern region, not even one water system coming from your outfit. That is not good enough. You're only focusing, is it because you come from the central region? Minister, think about it. I know you are a patriotic citizen. It's just by the way. So pay attention to Easterners too. It's important. And you've been driving through Eastern region, Asamankasi. You drive through Asamankasi, it's a home. Before you head to Central region, pay attention to us. Eastern region is important. Akim Stredro, Ofuansia Yerebi, and all the places. Then bridges. This house has passed a number of facilities. Maybe you should relate to your road. I think the Czech Republic, there was a facility that came from the Czech Republic or so. Yeah, there were a number of them. So you may have to relate to your, captured, relate to your road minister, the Honorable Governs, and let's see how both of you can exchange. Again, in Saoma Dreji, between Sikafua Mantem, and I know my constituents are listening, between Sikafua Mantem and Sabu Zongo and Adreji Zongo, there's a huge drain. I've been telling you, and you have to come up with a plan how we can deal with these drains across the country, not just in Saoma Dreji. And for some of them, it doesn't need so much. So there's a department under you, is it the hydro department should be doing some analysis or taking some inventory of the kind of bridges probably you can prioritize and program it by way of attention. Some are of more, need more or urgent attention so that we can deal with it. And a number of these bridges connect to highways. And it is when you do them, it helps in providing alleys, development of alley routes that can lead to highways. I know you are a professional when it comes to this, the built environment. So please exert your professionalism and let's feel your impact at the ministry. So far, I'm not too impressed. What you've done so far is not impressive. She's very good in the built environment. And we invite her to bring her experience to bear and change. And let's feel the resetting. I can't feel the reset agenda. Honorable Gizela, let's feel your impact. So having said that, I urge members to support the passage.
Thank you, honorable members. At the conclusion of the debate, all those in favor that motion listed 3 in the